What happens when a proudly queer icon suddenly shows up with a boyfriend, then publicly calls out Miley Cyrus? That's exactly what just happened to JoJo Siwa, and fans are losing it. JoJo Siwa has always been loud, proud, and unapologetically herself, from dazzling rainbows on Nickelodeon to boldly coming out as gay in front of millions. But this past week, things took a wild turn. After confirming a romantic relationship with Love Island and celebrity Big Brother UK star Chris Hughes, JoJo found herself in the middle of a storm, one that mixed love, backlash, and even shade from none other than Miley Cyrus. Why is JoJo dating a man now? What did Miley say that triggered a clapback? And how are JoJo's fans and critics handling it all? In this video, we're diving deep into JoJo's new relationship, the reaction from her fan base, the evolution of her identity, and her explosive response to Miley's comment that made headlines around the world. Stick around. This one's more than just gossip. It's about growth, love, and the complexities of identity in the public eye. Let's rewind a bit. JoJo Siwa came out as gay in early 2021. It was a huge moment, not just for her fans, but for pop culture. Here was a major children's star telling the world she was in love with a girl, and she didn't care what anyone thought. She became a role model overnight. LGBTQ+ teens saw themselves in her sparkly outfits and fearless personality. She was even featured on Dancing with the Stars as part of the show's first same-sex pairing. So imagine the collective surprise when recent paparazzi photos and cozy Instagram reels started circulating of JoJo smiling from ear to ear, wrapped in the arms of Chris Hughes, not just once, but again and again. At first, people thought it might be a publicity stunt. After all, Chris is a reality TV personality with a flair for the spotlight. But JoJo quickly confirmed it wasn't fake. They were, in her words, really happy. The two have been seen vacationing together, kissing on TikTok, and spending what she calls authentic, love-filled weekends in a countryside cottage. Chris, known for his cheeky charm, even posted a four-word message on their anniversary: "You complete my world." Romantic? Yes. Shocking? Also yes, for many who had firmly believed JoJo was strictly gay. This is where things started getting messy online. Some fans felt betrayed, others accused her of faking it for attention. Critics demanded explanations. Wasn't she a lesbian? Is this queerbaiting? What does this say to young girls who looked up to her? The backlash was loud and relentless. But JoJo wasn't having it. She addressed the confusion head-on in a video message, saying, "I'm not faking anything. I never said I'd never love a man. I love people. I love Chris. And I'm still proud of who I am." She explained that her identity had evolved. She now identifies as queer, not just gay. She described her love for Chris as real, unexpected, and beautiful. And she begged fans to let her live authentically, without being forced into a label box she no longer fits in. But just when things were starting to cool down, Miley Cyrus entered the chat, and things exploded all over again. In a video montage for World Pride, Miley, who's openly pansexual herself, made a joking reference to JoJo. While performing, she laughed and said, "Let's bring JoJo out of the closet again." The comment was meant to be playful, but JoJo didn't see it that way. Within hours, JoJo responded via Instagram stories, fighting back tears as she addressed the situation. She said, "I love Miley. She's always been someone I looked up to. But that comment hurt. It felt like she was mocking something sacred. Coming out isn't a punchline." She went on to say that being with Chris doesn't erase her past, her pride, or her journey. That comment, she felt, risked belittling not only her identity, but the entire LGBTQ+ experience. Many fans rallied behind her, calling Miley's joke biphobic and tone-deaf. Others argued that JoJo should have taken it less seriously. Either way, it reignited the conversation. Is sexuality fluid? Can public figures change how they identify without losing credibility? The debate went viral. TikTok creators chimed in, Reddit threads blew up, and JoJo, still fresh in this whirlwind romance, had to weather a second round of scrutiny. But she didn't go silent. Instead, she doubled down, posting this message: "Love is love is love. No one gets to tell me who I am, not even people I admire."
Get the attention you deserve with a custom neon sign. We offer handmade neon signs. Our process is simple. Visit our website, glonio.com, and click Custom Neon Builder for an on-demand experience. Start typing your custom text, choose a font, color, and size. We will handle the rest by handcrafting your LED neon. We also produce high-quality neons to match your business logo by completing the form on our Business Neons page.
Behind the scenes, JoJo and Chris kept going strong. He even accompanied her backstage during her latest concert tour, showing support while JoJo powered through what she described as mental exhaustion. She broke down crying during a performance in London, admitting to the crowd she was tired, drained, and faking being okay. It was one of her rawest public moments to date, but fans who stayed by her side praised her honesty. They admired her for sharing her emotional struggles and continuing to fight for the right to love freely. Despite the online hate, despite the confusion, and despite even being mocked by her former idols. This wasn't just a story about JoJo dating someone new. This became a story about what happens when public identity, queer visibility, and real human emotion crash into each other under the weight of millions of opinions. So what's the real story here? It's not that JoJo Siwa is no longer gay, or that she's turned her back on the LGBTQ+ community. It's that she, like so many others, is still figuring herself out and doing it in real time, under the blinding spotlight of fame. Her story isn't about abandoning an identity, it's about embracing the fluidity of identity itself. JoJo never stopped evolving, and that evolution, sometimes confusing, often messy, but ultimately empowering, is something most people experience in private. JoJo just happens to be doing it on the world's biggest stage, with millions watching, judging, and projecting their own expectations onto her every move. She's gone from a sparkly Nickelodeon sensation to a bold LGBTQ+ trailblazer, and now to a young woman learning how to define love, attraction, and happiness on her own terms. Not society's, not the internet's, and not even the media's. And while some are quick to slap on labels or accuse her of betraying a community she helped uplift, JoJo is refusing to shrink to fit anyone's box. She's still proudly queer. She still believes in love, whether that's with a woman, a man, or anyone who makes her feel seen and safe. For her, queerness was never just about gender, it was about authenticity. And right now, her most authentic self is showing up in ways that might surprise people, but that doesn't make it any less valid. And that clapback to Miley Cyrus? That wasn't just about defending herself. That was about defending every young person who's ever felt judged or boxed in while trying to figure out who they are. JoJo's message is clear. Evolving isn't betrayal, it's brave. In her words, I'm human, I'm figuring it out, and I deserve to do that without becoming a punchline. As for Chris Hughes, he's been nothing but supportive through it all. The two have made it clear that their relationship isn't a phase or experiment, it's the real deal. They've joked about moving in together, hinted at future projects, and fans have even speculated about a reality series documenting their life together. Whether that happens or not, one thing is clear. JoJo's not backing down. And maybe that's what makes this story so powerful. In a world where identity is so often scrutinized, weaponized, and commodified, JoJo Siwa is reminding us that it's okay to change, that loving someone new doesn't erase your past, that being true to yourself today, not yesterday, is the bravest thing you can do. She didn't just shock fans with a boyfriend, she challenged how we talk about queerness. She stood up to a pop legend. And most of all, she reminded us that authenticity is messy, complicated, and absolutely worth fighting for. So whether you agree with her choices or not, you have to admit, JoJo's not just making headlines. She's making waves. And for the millions of young fans watching her navigate love, loss, and identity in real time, that means everything. What do you think about JoJo's relationship with Chris? Was Miley's comment just a joke, or was it out of line? And how do you feel about celebrities redefining their identities in public? Let's talk about it in the comments, respectfully, because at the end of the day, these are real people with real hearts, just trying to live their truth. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more celebrity deep dives, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next big headline. Thanks for watching, and remember, love is love no matter what it looks like.